Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Champion Slot Machine. I'm your host, Fizzledrix, and with me, as usual, is my brother, Bakano Reese. And as usual on this series, what we're going to do is we're going to roll our slot bot here. He's going to tell us the two regions and the two champions that we have to use to build a 40-card deck in Legends of Runeterra. We've already gone through a deck with all the new champions, so we're completely back to completely random. We have no idea what we're going to build today. I'm excited. If you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'm pumping out videos multiple times per week. And if you want to catch me in the middle of the deck building process, you can find me on Twitch. I'm currently streaming right now. We don't have any viewers, but maybe one or two will pop in and help us in the deck building process. So without further ado, let's see what we're building today. Okay.
I will unite the Freljord.
Flashbacks about Railroad Shurima.
I don't need rules to know good from bad.
Interesting. Ashe and Akshan. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and pop over to Legends of Runeterra and get to building and talking strats. Alright, now that we're in Legends of Runeterra, let's go ahead and talk about the champions that we got. So Akshan is a 2-mana 2/2 with quick attack, which means he strikes before his blocker. And when he's summoned or he strikes, he creates a Warlord's Palace, which is this landmark right here that has countdown 8. And when it's finished counting down, it has a relic of power. It creates a relic of power in hand. And it says whenever you target an ally, advance me 1 round. So it gets closer to counting down. And the relic power is a spell. It's a fleeting focus speed spell that allows you to either predict and draw 1, create a Sandstone Charger, which is a 2-mana 5/2 with ephemeral, or you can grant all allies +1/+0. Then after that counts down, Akshan will level up, whether he's on board or not. But once you place him on board, once you get to level 2, he has the same effect that when he's summoned or when he strikes, or levels up, but this time the landmark he creates is the Warlord's Horde, and it does essentially the same thing, but the spell that it creates is actually one of 3 different spells. The Absolver, which allows you to give all enemies vulnerable and create a 0-cost copy of the strongest ally that died this game. A Fount of Power, which is 0-mana focus speed fleeting spell, which draws you 2, and your cards cost 1 less this round. Very powerful. And the Shield of Sentinels, which grants all your champions everywhere Bell Shield and +2/+2. Also very good if you're a champion-based win condition. So Akshan is a bit complicated, but it actually ends up resulting in a very fun champion to play who really focuses on wanting you to target your own allies in whatever way possible to help trigger his level up. And so with that in mind, we also should mention his champion spell. 3-mana slow speed spell that when an ally you've targeted this round strikes an enemy. And then of course, like all of them, creates an Akshan in your deck. We're not going to play any of this main board because this is actually a pretty difficult condition if you're not playing preemptive buff spells, which we probably won't be doing a lot of in this region combination. We'll probably be doing a lot of reactive spells, as that's what the 2 regions offer. And that's pretty much Akshan in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and look at our other champion today, which is Ashe. Ashe is a 4-mana 5/3 that says attack, frostbite the strongest enemy. Frostbite, of course, means that it brings their power to 0. It can still be changed afterwards. And then when you frostbite 5+ enemies, she levels up. She creates a crystal arrow on top of your deck, which is a 2-mana slow speed spell. It frostbites an enemy and all enemies with 3 or less health and draws you a card. This is extremely useful because Ashe's leveled up form has this does the same thing it did before, but it has this passive that says enemies with 0 power can't block. And so she really wants you to build a high frostbite synergy deck that allows you to not only level her up, but then after she's leveled up, freeze down the entire board and be able to do an alpha strike for win in order to finish the game. So based on these 2 champions, we're going to have to consider a lot of self-targeting spells as well as frostbite spells. And there aren't really any, there's no combination. We're not going to find any frostbite spells that are also target spells, with arguably the exception of 3 Sisters, which is a 1-mana burst that allows you to create a flash freeze, which can frost freeze for us, Fury of the North, which can give an ally +3/+4 for the round, or Entomb, which just can be generally useful in certain situations to obliterate a unit and put a frozen tomb in its place. So this card, I think, is quite valuable, and at the first, I like putting this in many of my Freljord decks. I'm going to throw 3 in right now. We may trim that down later. I think first thing we want to look at is some frostbites. Anything you have to say at the moment on this idea, Reese? Are you even still
No,
there?
I just don't see how frostbite targets your own allies, but that's going to be the difficulty of this deck.
Yes, to some degree, it really will be. We're definitely going to use Iceveil Archer because it's just a great card for any Frostbite build decks. It's a 2-mana 3/1 that when you play it, it frostbites an enemy you want. It'll help build up towards Ashe while also hopefully providing some decent attacks and trades. Brittle Steel is a burst speed frostbite spell, which only targets units with 3 or less health. But in a frostbite based deck, it's not bad to at least run a few of these. Kind of like 1. I'll put 2 in for now, but it may get trimmed. We also have Caught in the Cold, just a 2-mana slow that frostbites and gives an enemy vulnerable this round. This is a really difficult spell to make good because it's a slow speed effect, so they can usually react to it by sacrificing a unit or predicting or removing the unit that makes the most sense to attack into it. Plus, you still have to have a unit that's powerful enough to kill the unit. So it ends up being a card that needs another card in order to be removal, and that's not really something that has a lot of success in this card game. Shatter is kind of the same thing. Deals 4 to enemy if it has 0 power, otherwise it frostbites it. And you're going to find this hard pressed to use this unless you've already used another frostbite effect, and then once again, this card needs another card in order to actually be removal, and that's rough. Frostbite, however, the nice thing about it is you can go into a trade and then you can frostbite the opponent using something like Flash Freeze, and doing so will help you win a trade that you already have. So in a way, it becomes removal on its own without having to actually spend a card with it. It just requires a certain condition. We're going to be an Ashe deck, so I kind of want to put in some Flash Freezes in general. We also have Succumb to the Cold. It's also a frostbite. It just costs 1 more mana than Flash Freeze, and it summons a Frozen Thrall. We're not going to really use this, so I don't think that's a good idea. Rhymetug Shaman is a 5-mana 3/3 that frostbites the strongest enemy each round. This can be great towards leveling up Ashe. It might be a unit that we play. It's a strong consideration. I'm going to put 3 of them in for now. It may get trimmed. Harsh Winds is a 6-mana spell that frostbites 2 enemies at burst speed. This is incredibly good. I find it hard to believe we wouldn't at least run 1, maybe 2. It allows you to swing some bigs. It allows you to switch some big swings coming from your opponent. So I want to run 2 of those. And I also think the Rimefang Den Mother is pretty darn good too. I think if we can get enough frostbites to activate, this card could actually be really powerful. Although I haven't really seen it used to much success in any deck before. Let's try and run 2 of these. Icy Yeti, 7-mana 5/5 summons. When it's summoned, it frostbites enemies with 3 or less health. It's just not a great card. It's 7 mana for something that's not a win con. Your Ashe is going to have a better...
It is up to +6/+6 to the Rhyme pack.
That's true. Like if you played, but that's a 7-mana card that you are gonna play before a 6-mana card. Not a great curve. Not a great option. Winter's Breath is a 7-mana.
You can't always assume that your plays are going to just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, but I also don't want to look at Rhymefang Den Mother and go, oh, I have to wait in order to play Icy Yeti first, then play Den Mother. And even still, this is only on units that have 3 or less health, so it doesn't even stop them necessarily from just punching your face in. And for 7 mana, I want to be winning the game.
You'd be better off. You'd be better off with Winter's Breath because you can use it at an earlier turn using spell mana, and it can just fog out using Magic the Gathering terms. It can fog your opponent's attack for a turn.
Sure, yeah, if we need a way to do that against a wide board state, Winter's Breath might be a better option. 7 mana, kill all enemies with 0 power, then frostbite all enemies. This is usually only played with Karma because she doubles spells, but it actually, could get value in helping level up Ashe quickly. The thing is, I don't think Ashe has a tough time leveling up with the spells that already exist that are pretty darn good, so I don't think we need to actually put that much effort into it. And the Tusk Rider summons Sejuani, who frostbites. This card isn't good unless you're playing Sejuani. And those are literally all the frostbite cards, and we're running a good portion of them. So we'll see how that all works out. Freljord also gives us a few other tools to help protect our units. We could be running Elixir of Iron, 1 mana burst, give an ally +0/+2 this round. This could be pretty darn good at keeping units alive while also helping trigger towards Akshan's level up. So I'm going to put 2 of those in. We also have, we could run Shapestone because we run Akshan. 1 mana, give an ally +1/+1. And if you summon a landmark, give it +2/+1 instead. This card is okay if you don't have a landmark, but it really does want you to play a landmark. We do have a champion that gives us a landmark, but otherwise we actually don't play one. So I'm a little reserved right now. Well, I think we should be running Troll Chant, because almost for every Freljord deck should be running Troll Chant as a 2 mana, give an ally +0/+2 and an enemy -2/-0. Is really good at swinging fights and can help trigger towards Akshan level ups. Also, whenever you play Akshan, you should always consider his 3 mana unit that also helps create and level a Warlord's Palace. So I think we might need that help, considering we don't have enough self-targeting cards. That Victorian Vagabond, I think, makes the cut. We start to get to the point where we really have to start considering what else this deck is going to do besides just play the cards that are kind of required in order for these strategies to work. I think we might want to play the Absolver, as our goal is to level champions and it targets allies. Makes sense, right?
I guess it would be pretty good with. I mean, Ashe makes units unblockable, or yeah.
Yeah, but it could be nice in a pinch if somebody's like, oh, okay, I freeze down their whole board and I swing, and then they buff a unit so it can block. I could just put Absolver on the unit it blocks.
Or just frostbite it again. But
no,
yeah.
you can't, because once you give them priority, they buff it and then they put it in the way. Like I'm saying, because Ashe does it on the attack, right? So if I freeze down your whole board, except for 1 unit, and then attack, and then Ashe frostbites that 1 unit, then I pass priority than you, and then you buff your unit and then put it in to block me, I can't frostbite it to stop you from blocking that unit. I'm blocked. But I can Absolver, give it Overwhelm, and my unit will be able to still get most of its damage through. Or his 2 landmarks, really. I like it as a 2-of. How does Vecteezy Bruiser sound? As a 5 mana 5/5, and he creates Lucky Finds, which are free targets for allies. 0 mana, fleeting focus speed spell. Pick a buff from among 3 to grant an ally. I'm not going to go over all of the ones, but it gives some decent good keywords or stat buffs. And he creates one every time he strikes. He's pretty decent for his mana cost, and each one of those, of course, can help trigger towards an Akshan level up.
I like him actually because you can frostbite his targets so that he gets the strikes, and
Doesn't
can
die.
frostbite his blockers and he gets the strikes without having to worry about it losing him.
Yeah, I kind of like him a little bit more than Rhyme Tusk Shaman, to be honest. What we really need is some early game units, because we don't have anything until turn 2. So the first ones to look at, Bakai Reaper requires you to slay. We're probably not doing a lot of that. Blood, although the fearsome keyword is pretty useful against with a frostbite to decide, right? It might be more considerable than I thought. Maybe we play
Yeah,
tested.
I mean, you got frostbites to win trades, and then frostbites to get fearsome through.
Yeah. That makes some sense. Let's look over the cheaper options first, but we might come back to him. 1 mana with 3/1 Bloodthirsty Marauder. I don't see it. I think he just gets pinged away. Poro's not great because it's just a Poro unless you have Poro synergy. You usually don't play Poros. Dune Keeper mixed 2 units, but both of them are kind of mediocre. Great in Azir decks. I just don't see the synergy here. Don't really like the Lonely Poro. Omen Hawk could be okay. Getting to buff our own units is always pretty decent. I don't think we take a huge advantage out of the little buffs that it gives, so I don't think it's a good idea. Pro Poro's another Poro. Treasure Seeker is just a great card as a 1-mana 2/1 that gives you an ephemeral 5/2 spell. We don't really get a lot of synergy points out of this because we're probably not playing a lot of vulnerable. Yeah, you know, out of 1-drops, I think this is the best 1-drop this deck's gonna have.
I think it's worth giving it a shot, see how it feels.
Let's put in 3, see how it works. All right, and then what else we got? Aspiring Chromancer. I don't really care for the Predict in this deck. The Avaros and Sentry's just always good. And how it could be draw through the deck and help you slow things down for a few turns. Kind of like him. Bomber Twins gives you a landmark. We don't have landmark synergy, so we don't really like him. Clockwork Curate is an interesting idea. It could help you take down Warlord's Palace, but I think we have enough stuff that can do that.
Again, not enough landmarks to consider it.
Yeah. Pharaoh Mystic, Emperor's Deus. No, none of these really look good. Oh, we should think about the wolf. Rhymefang Wolf. Struck. If I strike a unit with 0 power, kill it. Very good. He also has 3 mana, 3/2 a challenger. It's great in a
I always
frostbite
like the
deck.
Rhymefang Wolf in frostbite deck.
Yeah, I kind of like him too.
Just add all the rhymes.
Rhymefang Wolf, Rhymefang Shaman. We rhyming all day.
Rhymefang Pack or whatever.
That's right. All the rhyme.
Rhymefang Den Mother.
I'm not really seeing a lot else, and we are at 45 cards, so I think we should start trimming stuff. So I'm gonna trim 1 Rhyme Touch Shaman. I don't really want multiple of these. Maybe 1 Brittle Steel.
Drop 1 Flash Freeze over 1 Three Sisters.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you already have Flash Freeze as Ashe's champion spell, and Three Sisters, although it's going to cost you 1 more than that Flash Freeze would, it's also much more versatile.
That's true. I guess this Absolver's pretty niche, so I'll drop 1 of it. Maybe it's Vagabond at 3 instead of just
Vagabond. Yep.
drop it to 2.
I was actually just about to suggest that one.
Does this look good?
It looks like it's worth trying.
Yeah. We might drop the Bakai Reaper, but I want to try the Bakai Reaper. Now we're going to play this in some norms to get a feel for it, and then we'll try to climb the ladder with it. Alright, I want to keep the Akshan for sure. I kind of like the Icefell Archer and the Ashe. Kind of like the Troll Chant too, to be honest. I'm going to keep this whole hand. Yeah. Probably gets a turn 1 play. Maybe I'm lucky and he doesn't. Okay. No lurk? No lurk? Maybe? Nah. Nah. I mean, it's more odds that he gets it than he doesn't. So. Let's get this guy out here, get him started.
Good from bad.
He doesn't have a 2-drop with 3 toughness, so we should be alright. Well, that kind of sucks, but we're going to have to take it, and then we're going to swing at this guy. And then he's going to play another unit next turn, and we're going to frostbite him. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this. I could Troll Chant and then play the Icefell Archer afterwards. So that way his next attack isn't great. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna gonna go ahead and frostbite this one, so he has to attack with the stronger one if he wants to do anything. And I'll just block it. So he's probably not gonna attack. Oh. Alright, well then I would definitely block down his units. Akshan dies here, but I don't really have a choice. Wait, what? Oh, he thought he could lurk again? Dude, he thought he could lurk again.
Stay back.
Do I take the 5? He gave me a free kill. Do I just take it? I think I might just take it. Yeah. Might not have been the right call, but it's a call that was made. We're just going to play him out because there's not an attack I'm going to get out of anything, and I don't want him to play something that can block Akshan. That hurts, no matter how you slice it. So he got... Ooh, oh man, he got Pike and he got Rek'Sai. Oh man, I'm screwed. I'm gonna play the round thing wolf here. Oh, I can frostbite something, and if you just open attacks, I'll frostbite him. Even do that. We'll play Akshan. That'll level him. Just good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I do not break rules.
What?
I've been. Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Muted it again. Let's just play the Rhyme thing, Wolf.
What's up? I can't hear you.
Let's say play the Rhyme thing, Wolf, instead of Akshan. Now you have to trade. I mean, I would have rather traded the...
I can frostbite it though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying... Well, yeah, go ahead. Do that.
Oh, taking the 7 hurts. Not gonna lie. Ugh, none of this is good. Equal.
Nope.
Don't like any of it. Okay. Guess we're playing you.
Forgetting is death to an immortal.
See how that pans out. I think I just play her so that way she can frostbite somebody at the beginning of the round. Oh, I should have attacked with him. That was silly. I don't have Elixir of Iron for Pike. But wait, no, he put Rek'Sai on top. That's what it was. Yeah. So he has another... He has the Rek'Sai still. I can attack here. Unless he has a Bone Skewer, which I'm screwed to no matter what. So. Okay. Can I play something else? Alright. Okay, that sucks. At least it takes somebody off. She takes somebody off the table immediately. I don't think I can beat the Overwhelm no matter how I slice it. I think I have to frostbite it right now. Yeah, I have to frostbite this right now. So it doesn't get overwhelmed.
Yep.
I gotta play this guy.
These old eyes still
Which means she dies, unfortunately. Ain't no way around that.
look out for reavers.
So at least my my Bakai Reaper's a 3/2. I draw a card here. Get rid of some of his units. It's tough. Tough stuff. She's almost leveled, actually. I still don't have a way to protect against Pike if he plays another one. My goal is just play this, see what he does. Then try and get an Ashe out. Oh no, that's so bad. What? Wow.
That's actually way better than you could have hoped for.
I know. I know. I am so surprised.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
So if she attacks, she'll frostbite this guy, right?
Hmm.
But she'll die. So he blocks that and he goes to 4, right? And that keep my 2 units. He'll actually go to 3 if he blocks that. I think this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I just
Pretty
think
much all you got.
Swiftly now.
yeah. My card doesn't make any other play make much sense either.
Avarosa, guide me!
Actually, that's awful. That's really bad for you. Oh, but he's gonna play into it
Why do you say that's bad for me?
because it puts an arrow on top of your deck, which means if you were to open attack, you're not gonna draw the frostbite you need to stop that guy from killing you. If he had just blocked your Bakai Reaper instead.
Yeah, he could have open attacked and I wouldn't, and I would have had Ashe's 4 health. Which means he would have easily done enough power. You're right. But he might have open attack. Yeah, he might not have open attacked. He might have developed. So, that was not the correct play on his part.
Now, he could have had the assumption that you already had a frostbite in hand.
Yeah.
Because you had one card.
Too bad this doesn't count this down. That would be so nice. Let's see what he does now. He's got the Rek'Sai, but he knows I have a Crystal Arrow.
Mm-hmm. He needs to be able to play a unit that... He basically needs to be able to play 2 overwhelm units at the same turn.
One right next to one, back to back. So you'd have the 6 mana and then Rek'Sai, and I can't beat that.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless I draw a Flash Freeze off of his Crystal Arrow. If he just passes, if he doesn't play anything, I'm just going to pass and go to my turn and attack.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. And
That's
under it was
lethal
the
unless-
under the arrow was the flash freeze unit.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, cool. Pulled that one out. Nice. Of course, mine may not be that much of a misplay because...
Actually, no, never mind. You wouldn't have been able to stop him anyway because his guy would have gotten spell shield.
Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of had to do what I had to do, and then he
If you did
screwed
that
up.
right, you would have been screwed anyway.
Yeah, he misplayed that for sure. Took advantage of my opponent's misplay. We're passing this turn. Okay. Ah, the old Rumble Jinx. I say the old, but it's brand new. Man, this Archer does not get value against this 1-drop, does it? I mean, this free discarded card didn't even cost him dick, but it makes my 2-drops suck. I'm just gonna play this guy out.
Still see far and clear.
Weaker. Small stature. Big personality. I like him. What did you just card? Another scrap heap. Okay. Let's see what he does. If he just passes, I'm just gonna pass. Ooh! Now I could kill something. Now I could kill that squeaker at the least. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the squeaker. He might have pings, he is Bandle City after all, but I got Troll Chance and Three Sisters, and I got a lot of Three Sisters. Holy schmackerel. So I block here, I block here. Just go like this. Got some damage. Keep my Wolfie alive. Actually heals him too.
Light the signal fires.
You know, pass the turn and save our spell mana. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like Ashe here.
I will unite the Freljord.
You play something more powerful, then I can still brittle steel whatever tries to block her. And I get a free kill out of this Ramping Wolf.
As the arrow flies.
Maybe I use the Three Sisters just to start. No. That doesn't make sense. Yep. Seems good. Move 2 units. Okay. Kind of figured something like that might happen anyway.
So cold.
Alright.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
Block here.
The torches.
And we're gonna give this guy. I'm kind of just like using this wolf to try and get value out of all my cards. That'll have to do. Takes 7 damage, which kind of sucks, but I do draw a card, which is nice. Alright, cool.
See you soon, friendos.
Wonder what she copied. Professor Von Meck made that? Oh, okay, he doesn't play that main board. That makes a lot of sense. How many more flash breezes I need? 3, 2, 1, 7, 8, 9. I have enough mana to do all that. I'm gonna open up with this.
Locked and ready.
He's saving mana, so I'm just gonna remove this. And his value never runs out, does it?
Baby, don't fail me now.
Discard a lot of it.
Working as intended.
Sure. Now we'll play Ashe. Right? No, he could still have a get excited. We're gonna pass. Three. We can do better. Okay, Squeaker, sure. That does suck a little bit, not gonna lie. Just give me 7 mana. I think I just pass. What you got, my friend? Alright.
We're doing it.
That's what he got. He got a Jinx.
Just you and me, Fishbone.
Okay, so I do want to play Ashe, right? No, because I'm going to do 6. Come at me, bro.
Smile. It's called gunplay.
they want.
That was the best I got. I gotta get that Jinx off the field.
Yup.
Looking as intended.
Not sure how you handle the elusives with that little health left.
Yeah, me either.
You can definitely kill Rumble.
I could actually attack this turn with frostbites, but and I could freeze his whole board this turn. But
Well, why don't you just kill Rumble? And I mean, the elusives don't kill you on their own.
no,
Faster than my
know.
arrow? I think not.
You can play the Kai Reaper.
Yeah, and then use one of these to kill Rumble. I can actually attack with
just-
her, use that to kill Rumble, and when he blocks, I can freeze the thing too.
Yeah.
As darkness to the unseen.
Show me a target.
Alright.
My aim is true.
Oh,
I'm
he's
even
gonna-
tempted to say if he blocks Ashe, just let Ashe.
I think we just let this go as is.
Yeah. You agree?
Build a life undone.
So the problem is he gives them +2/+2, so this will swing for 4 on its
So,
own.
and you've got an Ashe, so or a Jinx, so he just pings your face.
Yeah, GG. Or he just top decks a Jinx. Or he just top decks a Jinx.
Give me Avarosa.
That could just happen. We're gonna do some of these games. I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 games in ranked, and then I'm going to try and do some climbing with probably Lurk. I need to get into higher rank. Get rid of this. I'm gonna keep the rest of this hand, to be honest. Iron's good. Elixir of Iron's good. Probably get a turn 1/1 damage. Really nice.
What is darkness?
What are you watching?
I'm not watching anything. Rasmus is hooked on Peabody and Sherman.
Die.
Ah, I see. A duty fulfilled, a life. Probably just like play something on him and swings, right?
My field is yours.
I think I just freeze this dude.
Winter take.
You want to trade with these guys? We'll trade. I don't even care.
Better guide me.
All right. My dude gets
My
buffed
life
for that.
Avarosa.
But I.
A duty fulfilled, a life undone.
I just attack with him. I think I do. I can't play Akshan here. He's got too much toughness already. Need to be able to freeze them next turn. I think I need to get Akshan down
I
now.
don't need rules to know.
I actually have to wait for his countdown because I don't have a lot of self-targeting, so I kind of need to get him out early. Troll Chant's alright. He plays a Pantheon here. He won't have a way to buff his units. We'll see. Might have a way to buff him.
I am ready.
I'll take 4 straight to the face. That's the best you got. I'm okay with that. Play the wolf and pass. I know he needs to target his allies for Pantheon,
Yes, it's a trail painted
so I'm not
with
gonna
blood.
fight him. He just gets too much value out of combat tricks. Unfortunately, this faded keyword is pretty rough for a frostbite.
All the world on one arrow.
I don't think Ashe is gonna live if I attack with her. I think I just play her, see if he does anything, and if he just passes, I just burn his mana.
Today we say
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, that's good enough for me to not attack. I will pass to you, my friend. He's still quite a bit away from leveling up. You'd have to preemptively use a self-targeting spell right now. Yeah, that makes him a 3/3. Okay. Sounds good to me. I'll kill your Pantheon now. Thank you. Might kill my Ashe as well, but I don't give a shiz. I need his Pantheon off the board. I'll also kill another one of your units, and you can't block this guy. You can block Akshan though, so we're just gonna attack like this.
Are you
Yeah,
the one?
I figured. Looking for the face. Alright, I don't like losing my Ashe there, but his Pantheon is far more dangerous than my Ashe if he's allowed to grow. And I just get another Ashe. Of course, he might just get another Pantheon. Yep, makes sense. Well, it's not targeting an ally, so that's good. Block. No, you know what? I just take 3 to the face.
Faster than my arrow.
Just take 3 to the face. I'm not worried about that. You can have single combats and stuff now. That's true. That's fair. He has single combat on this. He just trades with Ashe. Wow, he's looking for a card. And he's progressing level up. He's also triggering Faded. We'll pass the turn. I think I frostbite this guy.
Not and ready.
Puts me at 3 frostbite. And do that. And do all this. That's the block here.
Swiftly now.
She'll freeze that. He'll target that. They'll trade.
Oh, sure. Take your time. I love to be kept waiting.
Together, stranger.
I'm gonna have self buff, so I can put this in front of Akshan. But I have another Akshan, which is one of the reasons why I did it. Okay. Cool, that's fair. That block isn't going to kill some of my other units, so that's good. Ooh, when we get this damage in, that's great. But man, this Makai Reaper is putting in work in this deck. It actually is. I'm kind of surprised. Did not expect it. We'll play this here. And we'll just hope that we can level up next turn and use that to win the game via Ashe.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
We'll level up both our champs here. Once we get another frostbite. Which we could get out of this card. I have to let that happen, which is a shame. I really need a frostbite now. I would prefer the frostbite 2 units, harsh winds. Please, harsh winds. None of this is frostbite. I need frostbite. Darn. Wow, I'm gonna lose because of that. Wow, yeah. I can't beat this. That's rough. That's some bad luck. Oh, he doesn't even hit the other one. Interesting. Interesting. I think I might just block here then. Yeah, it to 7. Does he have a rally? He might have a rally. But this helps me draw a card, so if he does, I have a chance of drawing a flash freeze.
Light the signal fire.
Cool. Yeah, we'll pass. If he rallies, I'm gonna just flash freeze him. Okay. So now what I can do is flash freeze this guy and level up Ashe.
A true Freljordian will come.
Alright. I think we can do this. Let's see. Alright. So we have the Crystal Arrow on top now. He can't block unless he targets him with another ability. But he's having a problem blocking all my units right now.
Oracle,
Okay.
tell me of my death.
I see two figures dancing forever.
That's
in
fair.
silver rain.
I think I replace him now then with this guy.
Rex goes bad too. She gets it.
Well, aren't we an odd couple?
So I take one blocker out when I attack with Ashe. Interesting. Too bad I can't really use Akshan's grappling hook.
Avarosans, stand together.
I think we just full out attack. I don't think order matters here. But yeah, we're gonna attack. Let's see where this gets us.
Please, move.
You block these two, you take 6 and die. You have to have a way to make this guy a blocker. He has to buff this unit and put it in the way. We're gonna have a single combat or something.
There is still time to surrender. Just say, oh, please don't kill me, Akshan.
Okay. I think that does it for him. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. Tried my best. Is there anything I can do about it? He played well. That's what it is. Both of his dragons have overwhelmed at this point. I literally can't win unless I happen to top deck the 2 things that freeze, but we already know it was going to be this, so I can block here, but that won't do shit. So that's game. So let's try that. Let's try a Howling Abyss deck, because this version is having struggles. So where's Howling Abyss at? It's 6 mana now, right? Yeah, they buff this thing. So do we play all 3 Howling Abyss in a Howling Abyss deck? I think we only play 2, right? I mean, maybe we play all 3, because we could, if it gets, I mean, why not? Protect Akshan to level up? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we drop the Howling Abyss because we can find it with Akshan Predict and various other means. So we can find one of the 2. We want to keep the Harsh Winds. Let's drop the Vakarim Bruiser. Let's drop the Rime Tusk Shaman. We'll keep this. We're not playing an aggressive strategy to try and use the Rime Fang Wolf, so we'll take that out. But we'll keep the Flash Freezes, the Troll Chants. We'll put in... We have Elixir of Iron and Troll Chant, which is kind of the best stuff we're going to get. Yeah, then grant all champs +2/+2 and Spell Shield. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, delaying into a Howling Abyss win con does make a lot of sense. I like where your head's at. So let's go ahead and build towards that. We want to keep the Icefell Archer. I like the Avarosan Sentry. I think we take the Bakai Reaper out, although it was surprisingly decent in the version that we had. The rest of the deck wasn't very good. This puts us at 30 cards. So now we need to think about other ways we're going to slow the game down. Do we want all 3 Elixir of Iron? We might, just to keep Akshan alive. We want to run, you know what we want to run. We want to run Entreat, right? We want to see the Akshan. We really need to see the Akshan. I'll put 2 in. See how it comes, how I like it. See how it comes. Phrasing. So now we just need to find ways to keep Akshan alive. So if that's really our goal, then we do need all these Elixir of Irons. And we have the Troll Chance, and then we're otherwise going to Flash Freeze stuff to keep them alive. And we're going to slowly wait till Howling Abyss. So what cards am I missing to really sell this archetype? Maybe we do some predict to try and find it, because it's a bit combo oriented. Maybe it's worth playing an Ancient Preparations to, you know, count down to predict a 2/2 and otherwise try to find one of our units. If we're gonna do that, like that, plus, what's it called, Shapestone. Seems like it might make a lot of sense to me, because we have the Akshan creating a landmark, the Fakorn Vagabond creating a landmark, the Howling Abyss landmark, and we would then also have that landmark, and so it would be quite a bit. How about Rite of Calling to call a champ? Rite of Calling to sacrifice a unit to call a champ? I think as a slow deck, we're not an aggro deck that needs to spend all of our mana efficiently. And so I think we might want to spend the 2 mana over trying to kill something. Because the only thing I see in this that I want to sack is my Avarosan Sentry. And I don't want that card to be a dead card if I don't have my Avarosan Sentry, you know? So I think Entreat actually makes more sense. But I do like the Shapestone idea. Because we are trying to keep Akshan alive, right? Like, that's the goal. So Shapestone makes a lot of sense. And maybe the Ancient Prep. I mean, if I put in the Ancient Prep, then the Rite of Calling makes even more sense. Because then I'll have the Ancient Prep to kill. If I need to. I think I need to find my combo pieces for this deck, because we're basically just stall until we get Howling Abyss and then level up Akshan. I mean, add the 1-drop that had a Sand Mummy in hand. Oh yeah, no, that's a great card. Yeah, you're right. That can completely blank attacks, while also just being a useful 1-drop to help slow the game down. I mean, I love Treasure Seeker. It's just a great card, so why not? And the rest of this looks good. So we're just going to try and slow the game down, protect our Akshan to level him up, drop a Howling Abyss, and just get really big +2/+2 spell shield units. Let's try it. I like your style. I definitely want to see how this works, because I think it could. We just got to slow down a Jinx Lulu deck. Oof. We don't want any of this because we need units. So we need to just pitch pretty much all this and try to find some units. There we go. Oh, that's so much better hand. This is a much better hand. Alright.
Bingo.
Start with the Seeker. We'll go into the Sentry.
Nothing escapes my watch.
And we'll try and get 4 damage in. Yeah, he's not blocking this. Alright. What he plays here massively determines what I play. Okay. That's his plan. Part of me just wants the Troll Chant. But no, I want this unit to die. I think I just block it so I can draw a card. Yeah. I'd rather draw a card than try and keep this thing alive with any of the spells in my hand. Alright, let's get this on the field. And get that Warlord's Palace going. And you know what? If he wants to block with the 1/1 against this, I'm totally fine. This attack looks good. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. I don't think that's a great use of Twin Disciplines, in my opinion, but hey, you know, to each their own. I can do whatever he
Look at the
wants.
shiny devil.
Alright, we'll pass. Could get a pretty decent attack, strong attack in here. I'll just play this to make his attack awkward. I might pull it to the side with this, though. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna play one. It's just, it's a way to pass over initiative while also putting a body on the field. I'll see what he does in response. Okay. So he's gonna pull it, I bet. I'm gonna pass. I might need to use this frostbite stuff. That's all of the damage that he's doing? I mean, that's exciting. That's so good. Dude, he needs to be kicking me in the face, and he's really not. I like it. I'll play this because she can survive a get excited via a troll chant if I need to, and I want to get her on the field.
I think not.
Hey, there's your boy Akshan. That's lovely.
Good people don't look the other way.
What you got, buddy? Change? Yes, here. Yeah, why not? Alright, there goes a get excited. That's good. And then if I attack, nothing can actually block her successfully. So we'll do this, and then we'll see what he does, and we might have to freeze some stuff. He starts getting fancy. Yeah, that's your only good block. Everything else kind of sucks for you. Alright, works for me. I can play this and level up Akshan, and then we can search for our landmark.
The answer is yes.
Ooh. This happens no matter what. Okay. That sucks because now I won't get the Warlord's Palace. I mean the Warlord's Horde. But there's nothing I can't save him, so.
What science without a little risk?
Such is life.
Not like this.
Alright.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
Need to find Howling Abyss. Or another Akshan so we can put out the Warlord's Horde. That'll work too. Alright. Some more things to slow down their attack.
This way, go!
Okay.
Not a chance.
I'll just Brittle Steel here. How much damage is this? 5 damage? I just take less damage. Nah, I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm trying to outvalue him. Just play a 1-mana removal spell, basically. Alright, level up Akshan animation.
You cannot run from absolution.
I might just have to put all 3 Howling Abyss in just so that we make sure that we find it.
To kill. You know how it is.
And here we see the rarely seen pit. She's super cute. In a good giggle camp.
I get her inclination because that's how I feel about my pupperdoodle. So because of the Lulu, we pretty much have to open attack.
As the arrow flies.
She will freeze her, so it's less of a concern.
How easy on the hands, they're new.
Just gonna take 5 to the face. If you do that, I'll just
Nosy dewdrop.
yeah. Okay. So because of that, I think I want to kill Lulu, and I can Elixir of Iron to save Ashe. And if I have to, I can even frostbite to give Ashe another +1/+1 for whatever reason. Let's also put this down to 3, which is pretty good. Ooh. That was another Lulu? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to just live with this. I'm okay with that though. We're in a good spot here still.
Just you and me, fish.
We're in less of a good spot here now. Good thing you didn't die. I get to keep the unit. That's nice. Usually Whimsy is also kind of a kill. I thought you were going to open attack harsh. Yeah, open attack is kind of required because of the stupid shield, that barrier that she can give her units.
Not at all.
Okay, so I can block here, I can block here, I can freeze the two of you? Wait. If I give him Fury of the North, he'll go up to 7. He'll be able to block her. Fury is 5. 6 is 11. I can actually do both and still Elixir of Iron. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and kill the Jinx here. And then we are going to freeze both of these. And then if you try something fancy, we're gonna Elixir of Iron.
Guide me.
This gets rid of both of his champions and leaves him with units that are going to be very vulnerable to her. Oh, wait. I'm going to get rid of her Enchanted Crystal Arrow. I just realized I'm not going to get it next turn because I'm going to predict off of this Warlord Sword. Oh, it doesn't predict. No, I'm getting the Sentinel, Shield Sentinel. Oh, never mind. Okay, no, I'll be good. I still get it because I'm not going to predict off of this. I'm getting the Seal of the Sentinels. For a second there, I thought I was like, oh no, I just screwed myself. Either way, we're going to feel some rope burn, that's for sure. Okay. Cool. That's really good. Is it draw better, or is it still Spell Shield? I think it's Spell Shield because I can freeze. I can use her thing and freeze, and then I'll be swinging with +2/+2 units with Spell Shield. I think that's better, in my opinion. Plus, I can't get use out of the cards costing 1 less this round. I think this is better. I can actually open attack because this thing doesn't have... It's only buff for the round.
Look what I did! Please turn me back!
Oh no, he has another Jinx? Are you kidding me? He got 2 Jinx and 3 Lulus. Holy crap, dude. Son of a bitch. That really sucks. That really sucks a lot. Especially since this can break Spell Shield. But if it does... Alright, I'm gonna play this first. See what he does to try and get the Jinx thing to go off. I know he's got this, but my goal is to frostbite his old board and attack. So I need him to burn out some resources before that. Okay. He might be trying to go for a kill.
Everyone goes down!
And I have an Elixir of Iron. That'll probably stop that. Okay.
Say hi, Lulu! Hi, Lulu!
So now we hit this. I think we just won. Yeah, because she's going to freeze the other one. Yeah, we win. Holy crap. Ooh, that was a tough game. But we got it. Do I even have a Troll Chant now to save her? You can do 4 damage, but it won't mean anything, dude. I'm going to attack. You can't block any of my units. Yeah, it's totally GG. Totally GG. Alright, I like this build. We didn't see the Howling Abyss, so maybe we should put in a 3rd copy just to make sure that we actually see the damn thing. But we're going to just go ahead and open attack. That freezes Lulu, right? They can't block. Yep, sounds good. GG. Alright, cool. Let's go to ranked. Let's try to win a ranked game. Minute with it.
Vengeance with a smile.